Hello everyone and welcome to Lowwapanews, program made by Scouts for Scouts right here in the Northeastern Pennsylvania Council. My name is Leo Cahages and welcome to all of our viewers from throughout Pennsylvania and across the country. On today's program, we'll be taking an in-depth look at three very important knots: the bowline, the two-half hitch, and the taut line hitch. Before we get to that though, we turn to our very own meteorologist Connor for the weather report. Connor, how's it looking out there?
When wondering whether weather was where one was, one must walk where weather once was and watch where weather will withdraw. Weather was where I once was, but withdrew to where the winds willed it to be. When wondering when weather will occur where one is, one would want to witness when weather was before and when weather will be once more. Where I am, weather once was, but no longer is.
Thanks, Connor. Up next, we turn to our special knot correspondent, Dan Riley, for his take on the bowline.
Hello everybody, I hope everyone's doing well during this hard and difficult time. I'm out here on Moonshadow in Mamaroneck, and yeah, we've just been working on the boat, getting it ready for an awesome launch. Well, today I'm just making this little video, to show off a scout skill, and make sure that you guys are, up to snuff and get you guys ready, for the next time we'll be using these knots. So I'm going to go down into the companionway. It's a little windy out here, and then I'm going to show you guys the bowline knot. Okay, so how we're going to start off is we're going to take our line, and we want to make this sort of J shape in our line. We then want to make sure that we have this two-finger grip, and we're going to put it over the line. When we have that two-finger grip and we create that X, we want to use our thumb to put underneath. We're then going to roll the knot over and make this circle with that left hand. We're then going to take our line, move it around, and back down into this circle, readjust our grip, hold our two lines together, and pull it nice tight, and there you have it, a nice strong bowline. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Can't wait to see everybody again soon, and have a great rest of your day, and thanks, Leo.
Thanks a lot, Dan. If any of our viewers are working on the second class rank, that last segment should help you a great deal with requirement 2G. To follow that up, we turn to knot expert John for his take on the two-half hitch and the taut line hitch.
Hi, my name is John, and today we are going to be working on the taut line and two-half hitch. These are found in tenderfoot requirements 3B and 3C. So we're going to start off with our taut line, or two-half hitch. So you're going to take your rope, lay it over your stick, tree, other rope. You're going to make a loop so it kind of looks like a 6. You're going to take one end, tuck it under and through, pull it a little tight. Then you're going to take it again, go under, over, and through, pull it tight. That's your two-half hitch. Now we're going to do our taut line. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off the same way that you did with your two-half hitch. But instead of just wrapping it once, you're going to go back and wrap it twice. Pull it tight again. Finish it off the same way. And pull it tight. And that's your taut line.
Thanks, John. Those are two knots that always seem to come in handy. Up next on the program, we turn to Thomas with some words of wisdom.
Why did the Scoutmaster put wheels on his rocking chair? He wanted to rock and roll.
Thanks, Thomas. Speaking of Scoutmasters, for the last segment on today's show, we go to Mr. Morgan for a Scoutmaster's Minute.
Thanks, Leo. Hi, my name is Ken Morgan, and I am the Scoutmaster of Troop 16 in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I'm also the publications advisor and co-advisor for our Lodge Ordeal Committee. It's times like this that I'm remembered of our part of the Scout Oath, which reminds us to help other people at all times. I always stress to the Scouts in my troop to always be of service. Help other people where you can. Serve cheerfully when the opportunity arises. And right now, that's just more important than ever. We have our neighbors and our friends and our family, some who are affected more by this time than others. And where we can, I've seen Scouts picking up groceries. I've seen Scouts making masks and distributing them to our first responders and our elderly and our vulnerable population. I've seen scouts cleaning trails and, where possible and where old enough, giving blood, much needed help at this time. So I encourage you to continue to serve cheerfully, to help your neighbor, and do your best to live by the Scout slogan and do a good turn daily.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morgan. Well, everyone, that just about concludes this week's episode of Lowwapanews. Remember, if there's any scouting content that you'd like to see on the program, just send us an email. Our address is linked in the description of this video. For Lowwapanews, this has been Leo Cahages, and until next week, everybody remember the Scout slogan, do a good turn daily.